Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle a word we all use every single day, healthy. But what does it actually mean to be healthy? As we're about to see, there's so much more to it than just not having a cough or a cold.
Before we really jump in, just take a second. I want you to ask yourself that simple question. What's your gut reaction? Are you healthy right this minute? Yes? No? Kinda?
Whatever you just answered, it's probably because we tend to think about health in really simple terms. But it turns out being healthy isn't a yes or no question at all. It's this really rich, multi-layered idea. So let's get into it.
First things first, we've got to challenge that old-school, one-dimensional view of health that most of us probably grew up with.
The World Health Organization gave us this incredible starting point decades ago. And the key phrase, the absolute game changer, is right at the end, not merely the absence of disease. They were telling us that just not being sick isn't enough. Real health is a positive state of well-being across the most important parts of your life.
So that definition, it gives us our foundation. It gives us the three core dimensions of health. Let's break each one down.
All right, first up is the one we're all super familiar with, physical health. This is about your body, right? How well is the machine running, from your heart and lungs all the way down to your individual cells?
But check this out. It goes so much deeper than just not having the sniffles. True physical health is also about the quality of your sleep, the ease of your movement, your ability to handle exercise. It's a much more active and positive state than we usually give it credit for.
Now, let's move from our outer world to our inner world. The next dimension is mental health. And I love the words here: flexibility, balance, harmony. See, it's not just about what's going on inside your skull, but how you connect and relate to the world around you.
And just like with physical health, this isn't just about the absence of mental illness. It's about having positive traits, a kind of mental toolkit. It's about being resilient, knowing how to handle criticism without shutting down, and solving problems effectively. It's a skill set for living a good life.
And the third core dimension is social health, which is so important because it reminds us that we don't exist in a bubble. Our health is fundamentally tangled up with our connections to other people.
And this dimension is incredibly broad. It's about your relationships, for sure, but it also includes your sense of belonging and even things like having a safe place to live and feeling financially stable. Your environment and your community are a fundamental part of your health.
But believe it or not, the story doesn't stop with those big three. Our understanding of what it means to be healthy is always growing.
Yeah, researchers and health experts are now talking about all these other factors, from your spiritual and emotional life to your work life, even your environment. We're moving toward this truly holistic idea, where every little piece of your life contributes to the whole picture.
So let's just take two of these. Spiritual health, this isn't necessarily about religion. It's about your sense of purpose, your why. And then you've got vocational health, which recognizes that for most of us, our work is a huge part of our lives. Getting satisfaction from what you do, that's a key part of being well.
So all of this, all these different dimensions, it all leads to maybe the most important shift in thinking, seeing health not as a thing you have or don't have, but as a spectrum.
We've really got to toss out this old idea of health as an on-off switch. You're either sick or you're not sick. The reality is that health is this dynamic, always changing spectrum, and all of us are on it.
This is such a perfect analogy. Your health isn't a light switch you just flip. It's way more like a volume dial that you can turn up or down. And it fluctuates daily, maybe even hourly, based on everything happening across all those dimensions we just talked about.
And here's what that spectrum can look like. It ranges from a low point, like a severe illness, all the way up through just being okay and free from sickness, to this high point of positive health, a state of really optimal functioning and quality of life. We are all moving up and down this line all the time.
So why does all this matter? Why is looking at health this way so important for our actual day-to-day lives?
Well, because it's empowering. It means you can stop chasing some unrealistic idea of perfect health. Instead, you can just focus on moving in the right direction on that spectrum. It's about nurturing all the different parts of your life, your work, your mind, your relationships, your body, to improve your overall quality of life one small step at a time.
This whole framework gives us the power to be more intentional. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Looking at your life right now, across all these different dimensions, what's one small thing you could do to turn up the dial even just a little bit today?